So, you know what platforms you're on, you've created your profiles. What do readers even want to see? The big three is what I find that readers like to see on social media, what I think that authors should be posting about, because these are the things that resonate. They are very broad, so don't feel like you're stuck in boxes. But essentially, the big three are books, any and all bookish things. You see a video with a bookcase in the, like my bookcase in the back, and hey, this is for me. So that can be what you're reading, comp titles, bookstore hauls, storytelling. All of these platforms, what I've noticed what's doing really, really well on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere, storytelling. People want to be taken on a story. They want to be taken on a journey. And as an author, you are a storyteller. So take them on a journey with a story about literally anything. And then third, last but definitely not least, readers want to learn about you, the author. They love knowing about the artist behind the art. So don't be afraid to let them into your world. That doesn't mean you need to share everything, but definitely share what you would like readers to know. So here are some ideas, and feel free to use these verbatim if you'd like. You can use them for inspiration, but I would love for you to borrow these. So here are some bookish content ideas. Underrated books that need more hype, book quotes that tugged at my heartstrings, your latest bookish craft project that also kind of incorporates you in there. Maybe it's a story you can tell too. So that's like all three most relatable characters of all time. Books that changed your life for the better, books that made you cry in the best way possible, or books that got you through hard times. And I say you, but it should be me because you're telling people this about you. And when you're going through these roundups, so for example, the most relatable characters, make sure that you're including your characters, your book. It's not just okay, but also encouraged because people love lists. And again, you want to promote yourself. You're like soft selling by including your book, but don't be afraid to do that. Storytelling content ideas. Come with me to the Quilling Cup virtual retreat. Let people in on what that feels like, what that entails, how a reader's message made my day. Get ready with me to write. What got me through this tough writing week. Let me tell you about the terrible typo that made it to publication. That was one that I used, an idea, and people really liked that video because it was my cat that walked across my keyboard. So it was a paw foot note, basically. Talking through my character's astrology signs. If that resonates with your author brand, definitely use that because astrology, the keyword itself, is doing really, really well right now. But these are all stories that you can tell. And then finally, you content ideas. Readers want to know about you. What are you doing when you're not writing? Why do you write? Take a tour of my writing space. The moment I knew I wanted to be a writer. What's on my desk? Meet my pets. A day in my life, or even this month's highs and lows. I see a lot of authors post about what their goals are for the month. And then maybe they do a recap at the end. That's a great way to let people in on what you're working on, tell a story about it, and it's all content. And maybe you're keeping yourself accountable too. Something to consider is that nothing is off limits. You can share as much as you want, but as little as you want too.